YouTube, it's your boy DJ Waterman, and I am down here at the WHARF, man. Downtown at the WHARF, DC. We are about to get some red snapper. And I'm at the fish market, man. I wanted to just show you guys how I buy my fish. I buy it fresh. A lot of places you might buy the snapper. The snapper might be old, so I like to come down to the market. And I like to get like a smaller medium. Nothing too big, but we're gonna see what they got. All right. Bye, Dayton. All right, bro. All right, this is all the fish. I know the fish can get bigger, but what's up, boss? I'm pretty good, pretty good. I wanted to get some snapper.
Yeah.
Can I get 2 snapper?
Medium?
Medium, yeah. Let me get like this one and this one right here. Or I like the pinker looking ones.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I try to get it the best.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
This 2.
Oh yeah,
This 2.
One a little bigger. 23.
Cooking over there. They cook hot food over on that side. And they got some more restaurants, you know, over there down here. I love being down here by the water, you know. But so we got our fish. I'm gonna see if my mans can clean it for us. He's over there cleaning now, so we're gonna have to wet our turning line, get this fish cleaned up. So you want to make sure that all the scales get off your fish. You know, it's better if you can get it clean where you buy the fish. Some people can clean it at the house. I'm not really a professional at it, but my guy's taking care of me. You know, whenever somebody's doing this for you, you want to make sure you tip them, man. You can't just have somebody be cleaning your food. Anybody work with your food, like, you want to make sure you give them a little tip, man. It's fun, man. You ain't got to break the bank, but just show your appreciation, man. Getting the guts out. And my man, he picked me up some really nice fish too, so I'm pleased with the fish itself.
Yeah, it's all there.
Thank you, boss. That's for you.
Thank you, bro.
You have a great day.
Yep.
You know it. What's up, guys? It's your boy DJ Water, back at it. Excited to make something for you guys. Today we're gonna do red snapper, rice, and cabbage. Nothing too crazy. We're gonna keep the head on the red snapper. It's gonna be fried and then brown stewed. So I'm excited to show you guys how I prepare it. I try to be as authentically Jamaican as possible. To my fellow Jamaicans out there, leave in the comments if I'm missing anything, if there's something that I could do to make it more authentic, or is there something that maybe you do or you saw your grandma doing in the kitchen. But I'm going to do it the best way to my knowledge, with the advice of my parents, my mother, my father, all right? So right now we're going to just cut up the cabbage first. We're going to cut up the cabbage and the green peppers, the onions, all of our vegetables first before we get into the fish, because I just think it's a little bit more, it's more sanitary that way. It's easier clean to just cut our veggies and then clean our fish and then, you know, bleach the sink out, okay? Perfect. All the veggies. So let's go ahead and wash our hands really well first. So these are some of the things that we're going to be using today. We have cabbage, jasmine rice, canola oil, some habanero peppers. I got some leftover green peppers and onions. Got some more over here. Yellow pepper. I'm sorry, orange peppers, red peppers, green peppers, a tomato, uh, a tomato. We got our garlic salt, garlic powder, all-purpose season, Maggi, easy spice, Jamaican fish seasoning, a little bit of salt, and we're gonna clean our fish with this vinegar here. Always got to keep some garlic, always, and we're gonna use some chicken bouillon. Things first, with our cabbage, let's remove some of these leaves. We're gonna cut this off. Cut this right down the middle. Okay. It's your cabbage. Man, the cabbage is really dirty, guys, so just make sure you wash your cabbage really well. And I like to save the green leaves, and I'm going to show you guys why in a second. Now, when it comes to a cabbage, right, you want to do like a thin slice. You want to try to get as thin, like a shred, as possible. You don't really want to do thick chunks. You know, you want your cabbage to be thin like this, right? So just get in close. It's like you're scraping the cabbage. Let's get in there real close. I mean, it doesn't have to. I mean, the thinner the better, in my opinion. You know, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. It's okay. It's gonna be cooked. You know, it's gonna be fine regardless. All right, guys. So we're just gonna wash our cabbage, and I'm gonna go ahead and wash my other vegetables as well. I'm gonna wash my green peppers, my orange peppers. I'm gonna wash this red pepper as well. So let's just clean our pepper. Let's just clean our vegetables really well, okay? Some nice cold water, you know, and just get a nice, you know, wash all that dirt off, you know. Cause one thing for sure, man, you're cooking food for somebody, be as cleanliness as possible. You know what they say, cleanliness is next to godliness, and we godly around here. So I'm gonna wash this really, really well. And we're gonna leave it to drain because cabbage holds a lot of water and it can produce a lot of water as well. So just get up in there. You know, wash this. All right. All right, guys. So now it's time to cut up our veggies, and we're gonna cut up enough veggies to do for the cabbage and the fish. So just gonna use the remainder of this leftover red pepper. Quick little julienne. I mean, here, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I like. Oh wow, look at God. I'm gonna use this for sure. A pepper and a pepper. Yeah, I like that. I bought a mic for you guys. You know, some people don't like onions. I love onions. I eat onions with almost every meal. So yeah, bun it in this little cup because I want to know where they are. You know, so these are all of our veggies, and don't worry, we do have some garlic. I have some minced garlic here, but we're gonna like throw some fresh garlic in our oil to build up the flavor. Okay. All right, guys. As you see, we now have the star of the show, the red snapper. But first things first, we're gonna do a nice clean. I got my gloves. I'm gonna clean it with some lemon, vinegar, salt, and water. All right. Just squeeze that juice on there. Give it a nice little clean, man. Get that lemon juice, the acidity from the lemons all up in there. And I'm going to use my unused hand to open up the vinegar. Get a little bit of water, pour some vinegar. Just to really like, I'll give it a nice little clean. A little bit of salt. You want to be careful. Gotta be careful with this fish. So we're just gonna wash this off. Be careful when you're washing it because these things right here will poke you, okay? So you just wanna be careful when you're washing this fish. You know, get up in there. And then you wanna check and see if your butcher or your fisherman, you know, if he missed any scales. We're just gonna, you know, do a nice clean. This is how you clean your meat. So before I start seasoning the fish, guys, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just get my seasoning mix together, so I don't have to keep touching these containers and touching the fish, touching the containers, and touching the fish. Okay. So we're gonna use our easy spice. We're gonna use like 2 tablespoons of this. Remember, we're seasoning 2 pieces of fish. So let me see here. That's one. Okay, maybe 1 tablespoon. I'll probably use like 1 tablespoon of almost everything. 1 tablespoon of that. Like a half a tablespoon of black pepper. I'm gonna use a tablespoon of the Maggie's just to get it, you know. Garlic powder, 1 tablespoon. And I'm gonna use a tea bit of salt. Just a tea bit, not a lot. I'll show you guys. Not a lot of salt, guys. Well, this is for 2 fish, so yeah, throw it in there. And that brings a perfect combination for your fish. Pat our fish dry. I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna sit here. Cut this off. You know, you want to get in there because we're gonna season in here too. Okay. You want to make sure you always do that so we can get up in the fish. All right, and we're gonna season generously now. You know, with our seasoning that we just made, just gonna, you know, rub that in. We want to make sure. We get up in there. And you want to season even the head, guys. You got that head on there? You're gonna season that head up. All right, now your fish is pretty much. Our meat is seasoned, and now one very essential step when it comes to cooking fish or cooking any kind of meat with like cross contamination, we're gonna use some bleach. Let's get this place disinfected. We're gonna put this right in here. And we're gonna, as you guys can see, there's no food up here. Get that good. And we're gonna just, you know, make sure everything is sanitary before we continue. Bleach and salt. And then we're gonna put the bleach away when you're finished. You can never have your cleaning products too close to your food when your food is up. Oh, all right. Now we are ready to continue. I'm gonna be making like 2 cups of rice. So yeah, I use jasmine rice. So we're gonna do 2 cups of rice. 2 cups of rice. And when it comes to making rice, I have to use a measuring cup. And we're gonna just wash some of this starch off with some cold water. Just definitely get some of that starch off. Typically, you want to wash the rice until there's no more white starch running from the bottom. All right. All right. So I'm going to dump this rice into my pot. Now remember, we did 2 cups of rice. So I'm going to do at least 2 cups of water. At least. I'm going to add, I'll show you guys. So this looks okay. Some people like to do the finger trick where they put their finger in or whatever. But I mean, if I were to put my finger in and it stops at the first line of my finger, that's when you know, okay, there's enough water in there. But again, guys, I like to measure, right? So this is 2 cups of water, 2 cups of rice. I'm gonna put like a teeny bit more water. And I'm gonna slowly pour. And that's it. All right, guys, we're gonna get our rice started. Again, we're gonna put our rice on high flame. Get a nice bubble going. Remember, you can always add water to your rice, but you can't take it away, okay? So less rice is better. I mean, less water in the beginning is better. If you have to add water, that's okay. I just dropped in some scallion. I'm going to drop in a habanero. Drop that in there. Add a little bit of butter. About a tablespoon of butter. And remember, we're building up the flavor for the rice. Your rice is going to taste how the water tastes. And don't forget your salt. We are going to add just a little bit of salt. Maybe a little bit more. Let that come to a boil. And then I'm gonna, once that starts boiling, I'm gonna turn it on low and I'm gonna cover it with a plastic bag and this lid over here, okay? Now while that's heating up, I got my cabbage right here. Put this on a medium high flame. Let that water steam up. And in regards to our fish, rinse this around too. I'm going to turn my fish pot on high because I really want my oil in the fish pot to be hot. And as I'm looking at this rice, guys, you know, I think it's going to need a little bit more water, not a lot. But we're going to see what the rice looks like when it starts boiling, right? We're going to add some oil. So let that go ahead. But you don't want it to stick. And we're also going to, as our oil is heating up, our cabbage oil is heating up, we're not even really going to chop up this garlic. We're just going to, you know, drop a few cloves, break them in half, drop them in there, let them heat up. That's heating up, right? I'm gonna add some more oil in here because we want when this fish fries, we want our fish to be at least halfway submerged into the oil. We want it to get a nice good fry. Oil. And another thing we're gonna use to season up our oil is some thyme, guys. Remember what I said last video? Every good Jamaican dish has a little bit of thyme, in my opinion. Everybody doesn't really like to use thyme, but I like some thyme, you know, so. And I keep my thyme, I like for my thyme to be outside the fridge so it can dry up. A little bit of thyme in there. Now while this is heating up, I'm going to add 1 1 So the rice is starting to boil. You stir this up here. In regards to our cabbage, you know, and it'll get softer and it will shrink. When it shrinks a little bit and cooks a little bit more, that's when I'm gonna add my. That's when I'm gonna just add my green peppers and onions in order to so they can stay crisp. All right, so the rice is boiling, guys. The rice is boiling, so I'm gonna turn this all the way low. And from the looks of this, guys, we're gonna need some more water. You know, it's boiling up. You know, maybe like a teeny bit. I mean, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Let me go ahead and taste it. We could actually use like a little more salt. The way this is, I'm gonna add a little bit more water, just so we can like float above it. So we're gonna wash the bag. When we wash the bag, we're going to cover this like so. We're gonna just get this out of here. We burnt our. So when it comes to the cabbage, guys, we're just gonna season it with some salt, a little bit of garlic powder, and I'm gonna use a little bit of black pepper. Not too much. And like 5 minutes before it's finished, like 5 to 7 minutes before it's finished, we're gonna add our peppers and all that stuff, all that good stuff, so it can steam down. Alright. So like the cabbage holds a lot of water, so it's really gonna steam down by itself. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna take this cover, put it right on top, cut this low, and let that steam down. And it's decent. You know, I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. And then I'm going to add a little bit of all-purpose. And a quick stir. And now I'm gonna add my peppers. It's about the time to add the peppers. Some onions. Some peppers. Some green peppers. And this right here, we're just gonna cover this and continue to let this steam and let these flavors marry. So now your peppers are not gonna be too soggy. They're gonna still be nice and crisp and have a nice crunch to them. Yeah, but this cabbage is delicious, guys, I'm not gonna lie. So now we are ready for our fish. We're gonna drop this fish in here. You see it smoking, guys. This pan is very hot, okay? Three minutes on each side first. Give it time to fully, like, you know, you want to get a nice coat on there. Because the grease is so hot, the fish is not going to stick. And when you're dealing with like grease like this, guys, be careful. It may splash back. You know, you want to be very careful with dealing with this. You know, so I want to give it some time to really like get a nice color at the bottom. You know, I can get up under there easily. Look at that color, guys. That nice sear in the fish. Gotta make it happen, man. the bottom. Give another 3 minutes on the same side. Like 2 or 3 minutes. You really want to watch this fish, like. And we're gonna do this for both fishes. And that's pretty much the same thing. You know, like, get that grease on there, man. Get that hot grease on there. Don't be scared of that fire, man. If you can't take the heat, man, stay out the kitchen, man. For real. So we're gonna just do this for both fishes. And then once okay, guys, our fish is fried. Nice fried fish. And now we're gonna brown stew it and, in a sense, steam it. Let's check on our cabbage. This cabbage actually looks amazing, right? So I'm gonna cut it off. The steam is gonna continue to cook it. It's pretty much finished. Like I said, I like my peppers a little bit crunchier on the crunchier side, so I'm all done with my cabbage. Now I'm gonna check our rice. Let's see what our rice is looking like. Whoa, the rice has fluffed up to the top. Let's check it out. You know, let's check it out. Let's see. All right. That rice is nice and soft, guys. You know, look at every grain just minding its business. So, The rice, I'm gonna keep it on low. It is soft, but it can get softer. So since I have 2 big pieces of fish, I'm pulling out my Dutch pot to make my brown stew gravy, or just to really like make the sauce for the fish. I'm gonna use a little bit of the oil from the frying of the fish, and honestly, we can get rid of the rest of this oil. All right, so remember the oil is already pretty hot, so we're gonna add a little bit of our. Almost forgot to add the garlic. Don't forget to add the garlic, guys. Garlic is very important. Add some garlic in there. And this one doesn't have to be as hot. I'm really gonna add all this. This is just how I like to make it, guys. Don't forget, you guys can make it however you want to make it, guys. I like to add my peppers in there. You know, as I'm building my flavor profile. Maybe some water going. And as this is heating up, my cheat code, guys, is a chicken bouillon is my cheat code. I love chicken bouillon. I use this to like build my flavor. I love how it just makes everything just tastes amazing. Let's try to use one. Give it a taste. You know what it's missing, guys? It is missing our Scotch bonnet. Just throw that in there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the fish. Just add that fish right in there, guys. And I'm going to do my due diligence to get some of these. Matter of fact, I'm gonna try to do the same thing with this. Obviously, we're in a tight space, guys, but we're gonna make it work. You know, like, so they fit in the pot. We're gonna cover this. Then we're gonna put this on like a lower heat. Let this steam, man. Let this just stew down, man. Let this stew down. The fish is already cooked. You know, so this is just like you're building flavor. And then once we cover it like this, water is gonna be created. So we're gonna have a really nice gravy. We're gonna let this do its thing for about 5, 10, 15 minutes. And honestly, guys, everything is pretty much all finished. And after this, I'm gonna show you the finished product. All right, guys, as you see, this is the finished product. I wanted you guys to see it without me putting all that gravy on my rice, because I'm definitely gonna put some gravy on my rice, but I just wanted you guys to see a nice, clean plate. As clean as I can. My mom says my plate's gotta be a little bit more presentable. Got the peppers on top. Oh man, the cabbage is amazing. And you know I had to come with some pear, AKA avocado. In Jamaica, they call this pear, so it was only right. Man, I'm not gonna lie, the plate, in my opinion, is so pretty. I don't even wanna cut into it, but let me go ahead and just show y'all. Show y'all a little something, man. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Oh. Let me see something here, man. Let me see something. Did I do that? I think I did, man. I had to switch hands. I had to switch hands to see, you know, let me try this cabbage. Cabbage is amazing. Peppers and onions are still crispy. The Scotch bonnet that I threw in here, a little bit of spice, a little bit of flavor. You know, guys, I'm not even gonna lie. I gotta give me some gravy, man. The rice is good, but I gotta drizzle a little gravy on top. I gotta drizzle a little bit of gravy. Oh, man. Just pour that on there. Oh, yes, sir, because this has all the flavor. That's that brown stew. You know what, guys? I'm not even gonna play with you guys. As you know, it took me a little minute to cook this dish, and I'm gonna enjoy it, so I appreciate you guys for watching. If you want already, you know, subscribe, but make sure you guys like and comment this video, please. You know, I'm a new YouTuber, and I really appreciate everybody who watches and everybody who just supports me, so. Let me try this fish over here. Boy, oh boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I can't even get it. That's the one. You guys, y'all have a great night. I'm out.